movies into video game or video games into movies. How you feel about
Yeah.
that? Are you a fan?
Of what?
Video games turning into movies.
Um, they've been doing it. Those have been doing better now. Like when it comes to stuff like that, because what's that? You have like Sonic, I really enjoyed. Mario, I really enjoyed. Um, Speaking about live action, because live action is where they kind of drop the ball often. Like
Right.
I don't know if you like that Street Fighter movie that came out back in the 90s.
Yeah, I did.
It was all right, but nah. I had that actual video game, that the Street Fighter the movie video game. It kind of looked like Mortal Kombat with
Uh-huh.
the characters in there. But it was The Last of Us. I feel like that one was done. I mean, a TV show, but it was done real well.
Yeah. We got we both watched that, definitely enjoyed it. It got rave reviews. So
Yeah, they got them. Bring a lot of Emmys in over there.
oh yeah. Well, the Emmys love HBO. They forget about FX. But you know, are you ready? How are you feeling? You good?
All right.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? Hey y'all. Hey y'all to the left, hey y'all to the right. Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast, where we discuss, debate, and sometimes argue on movies and TV shows, old and new. One of our co-hosts, who I am joined with, Jason. Jason, how are you feeling this evening?
I am well, Jazz. How are you feeling today?
I am good. I'm trying to get in survival mode for what we are about to be reviewing today.
Ooh, we know this ain't your bag. Like I know.
What
I
you
would like we've talked about what you would do in the zombie outbreak, and what fate you accepting.
wait.
You're not
Wait.
accepting the fate. I thought you said you was accepting.
So we'll have to go back to that because I don't remember exactly what fate I said. I know I gave myself a timeline of how long I will be alive, but I'm gonna try a little
Okay.
something at the beginning. But yeah. So anybody listening, we will be reviewing for our episode 62, World War Z. We took it back on this review. This movie dropped in 2013, so it's about 10 years old. And prior to us deciding we wanted to review it, I had never seen it. So anytime people would talk about, oh, those World War Z zombies ain't no joke, and I never understood the reference. I was just like, oh, they be running. But now that I've seen the movie, yeah,
They be running.
man.
It's
So
like they don't. It's like they was like ruthless at that. Like just didn't give a damn type of something.
super aggressive and putting their full body into what they were doing. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. But yeah, so if you have not seen this film, or if you were just like me and it's been out for 10 years and didn't see it, unless you don't mind spoilers, just know we will be discussing it. So pause the pod, go check it out. It is available on YouTube for free. If you got you're gonna get some ads, but some of those ads be good. But unless you got YouTube TV, you don't see none of that peasant shit.
Man, I don't have it. I don't have it. So yeah, I don't know. They had this on every streaming. It was on Netflix. It was on Prime. It was on, I think, Paramount, and it's not on none of them at this point. So
Yeah, well, for anybody who ain't got none of those that Jason just listed, it is free on YouTube, and you don't need to log in. Basically, what
hey,
I'm saying is go watch it so then you can listen to our review. Unless you
just
don't
put
mind spoilers.
just put it in the queue. Just save the movie first, then then we just play right after. Then we just
Boom.
like, boom.
I'm telling you, that'll be an amazing experience. Trust me, because I feel like we about to get off the rails for this review. So if this is your first time, please know we are adults. So we say adult things and have adult conversations and use adult language. So if you don't want your kids hearing anything like that, just listen to the pod with them not in the room. But also definitely please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review everything. We definitely engage, and hope y'all can enjoy this adventure mission shitness we're about to explore on this movie, because goodness gracious, Jason.
Yeah, nah, this is kind of I guess kind of PTSD. Kind of made me think about, COVID.
Right.
Yeah. Like they didn't know where it was coming from. They trying to dial it down to that specific spot, and the way it just swept through us. Like we heard about it one day, the next day it was like, hey, who for real? Until it was somebody you knew.
Right. Yeah. Because like all the news channels that they were playing in the background, and when it was open and scene, it definitely reminded me of COVID. Because
Man.
the thing is, when the animals start doing some shit, that is your first indicator. All right, y'all, something happening.
This what got me thinking about back when I was in Florida, when you talking about, it's red tide. I'm like, I don't know what's red tide. I was like, shit, is something that happened?
Jason, like, I came down here at the wrong time. Like, it's a zombie season in Florida.
That's how the movie start. You go visiting your friend, and next thing you know, you out here fighting for your life,
getting bit up. Like, I should have stayed my ass at home.
Yeah, no, but I like that. I like when they was going through the news. Like the first time I watched it, I don't think I even really paid attention to it. It was like I was watching the movie, but it definitely felt more like background noise, like when it was going. So this time when I'm looking at it, I'm listening to the news things, and just like you said, this guy is telling you about the hysteria different people are going through, the different things going on around the world. And of course, conspiracy theories, they're saying what they say, but then you have science that's saying, yeah, it's something going on. We just don't know what it really is. Then we kind of, I'm gonna say fast forward, but then we open up on the family that we'll be following, which was Jerry, Karen, and their two daughters. Because the first thing he does is he turns the news on, and um, it's still talking about what's going on, and they kind of tell the kids to get ready for school, and they talk about martial law. How you feeling about these? How you feeling about this introduction scene with this family?
I was like, Lord, are they about to be running from zombies and kids with them? I'm like, God, the kid. Like, I hate when kids are in zombie movies, because I'll be like, leave the motherfuckers out of it. Like, because then the person
Yeah.
has to risk their life to save them. Like, they are a
Endurance.
a liability. So, but then I was just like, all right, so we got the family. And then in this scene, like, it kind of hinted Jerry's old job. We
It
didn't really
did.
know what it was, but she was the daughter was just asking, like, do you miss your old job? And he was like, nah, I'm with y'all. I ain't got to worry about that. He's a stay-at-home dad. It seems like he just with the family making breakfast. Amen to that. And so he was just also listening to the news, but then trying to get the family together. So I mean, it was a wholesome scene, and I was just like, is a daughter gonna turn? Is one of these hoes gonna get bit? I was like, is the wife gonna make it? I'm putting death on at least two of them.
I mean, yeah, that makes for a better movie, in my opinion, when they start taking those different people. It definitely gave me um Quiet Place vibes.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I would say Last of Us to a certain extent, but on Last of Us it was a lot rawer, I guess is the word. Or uh it seemed like a lot more was at stake on there for some reason. But then also we're 20 years into it as opposed to the day of the outbreak as well. So I'm pretty sure different people hardened, different things. Walking Dead, after so long, people begin to start wilding. Like so they kind of set up where they told the daughter to go get her inhaler. Clearly, well,
Right.
we find out later she didn't do it.
See, liability.
They get ready to head to school. They just having a good time in the car, but traffic is at standstill. Um, he looking through the mirror. He looks over, and the police knocks his mirror off, and he jumps out the car. That made me jump. Every time I see it, for some reason, it makes me jump every time I see that, which I do for like the horror elements in here. They did use them well, and it's a PG-13 movie, I believe, as well. So I think they did. Based on that, I think it's well. It might be rated R, but I think it's PG-13.
I don't understand why it would be rated R. No, it's PG-13. It wasn't no,
Okay.
there
I
was
mean, I'm
no
just saying.
violence in this,
I'm just
but
I'm just saying, like a lot of like those PG-13 movies, but I guess it was more of a action thriller type thing. But I'm just saying, they did it well. That's all I was saying.
No, yeah, they definitely use the elements around them to get those jump scares without the character being in true danger. So I can definitely see how that scene uh can make you jump. Did you scream as well?
I never screamed, Jazz.
Oh,
Well,
I,
but nah.
I just had to ask. But nah, this traffic scene was intense. Yeah, this movie this movie had a lot of intense scenes that I've
It
never seen
did.
in a zombie movie.
Really?
Yes. So
What's your
I was
favorite?
oh so favorite zombie movie. I mean, I don't want to give it this, and it's damn sure not Dawn of the Dead. That was wait, I guess we gotta think of the like main zombie movies.
Yeah, well, I'm Return of the Living, Night of the Living Dead.
Right.
Um,
We don't need to bring that sequel up. Dawn of the Dead, World War
Dawn of the
Z,
Dead.
28 days later, 28 weeks later.
Mhm.
I feel like it's more.
Army of the Dead, the Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, I didn't
Wow,
see that one.
me neither. I want to watch that and Train to Busan. I want to watch both of them.
That's the one I want to watch, Train to Busan,
Yeah.
because that trailer I seen just, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm dead.
So clearly, from based on this conversation that we had, the zombie movies ain't in our elite of horror movies that we
I
watch. It
mean,
sounds like I'm just because I don't have a favorite either. I don't think like I couldn't like Shaun of the Dead is cool. I mean, it's a funny horror movie.
oh, you got Resident Evil too.
The first one was good. I
Yeah,
enjoyed the first one.
I think I would probably put the first one that's coming to mind that I've watched the most.
Mhm.
That and Shaun of the Dead. I loved how, excuse me, not Shaun of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. I
Shaun
loved
of the
how
Dead.
Dawn of the Dead started, but then
Which
like
one?
the
The
first one.
original with
Not with the
with
one with Vin Rames.
so that's the second one.
Oh, okay. It was
The first because the other one was like with is it, am I tripping? What's the movie with Batman, George Clooney, and Quentin Tarantino? Is that not Dawn of the Dead as well?
oh no, that's Dust Till Dawn.
Dust Till Dawn. Okay, got you. Never mind. My bad. My
Yeah.
bad.
But I
Okay,
think Dawn of the Dead is a remake though.
yeah. I like that one as well with Big Run. You got Omar Epps in there. Oh,
Mackay Pfeiffer. That
Mackay
was with
Pfeiffer.
the baby. It
Yeah,
went
yeah.
off the rail. I was just like, y'all, this baby. I'm like, all right, what are you doing? Even that's the scene everybody talks about. I just,
They don't give you don't give you Legion vibes.
oh God, Legion. That was a good one too. They
Is
weren't
that does
zombies
that count?
though.
They don't count as zombies though. But
No,
yeah.
that was just the devil coming to snatch our evil asses up. That wasn't. He just they weren't biting people. But Legion was good. Damn, I haven't seen that in a while. But
Gotcha.
nah, this traffic scene was intense as hell because when you see him get out his car, he's just like trying to scope out the area, and then the cop comes. He's like, "Get in your car, stay here." And then that truck came. I said, "Yeah," that came out of nowhere. Yeah, that scene was intense. That made me jump a little bit, but it was definitely smart of him to drive behind that truck because he's like, "Oh, well, this truck is over here clearing off traffic because we got this huge explosion happening behind us." I would have been so damn scared. And then they get into that accident, and I was like, "No, they gotta go save the kids."
Man, man, but you see how quick they was transforming? Like it was like a 10 second. And I love how they played this scene. I think he
Yes.
touched a toy and it was just counting. I feel like that's what he used moving forward throughout the movie to say when something happened. Because like when that one guy that they kind of focused on, he was running out in the street,
Yeah.
and the zombie jumps through the car window and bites. I was like, bruh, like they going in. Like why are y'all like this?
I don't understand why they were so aggressive. Like they was which which zombies do you think were more aggressive? 28 days later or these zombies? They was both
Hmm.
running their asses off.
They
Like
were both. I don't. Were they jumping through car windshields?
so nah, they were more strategic with their
Okay.
like what they was doing. I don't think they was just jumping off a damn building. They throwing their bodies down, you
I
know.
mean, shit, but they were strategic in here too. They were using each other as like ants.
Yeah. Whoo. Yeah, that scene was crazy. I mean, I guess like when they was trying to get on the helicopter and they was just running off the cliff, running off the roof,
Off
and
the
I'm like,
off the roof.
you didn't have your arm up to catch the to catch it, so you just drunk for nothing. But the other zombies got up there, but I don't know, like which if you was in either one of these movies, which zombies do you think you could survive?
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. Cause I probably wouldn't have the connections that they had in this movie. Like a regular person gone in this. Like that you could you would have to be somebody rich. You know, it's like, yeah, you have to be somebody rich to survive in this movie. I don't know. 28 days later, I feel like they had a better camaraderie of people out moving as opposed to here. They're kind of high ranking people, I feel like.
Not, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And plus, I think in 28 days later, you were easily able to hide from them versus you can't hide from these zombies in World War Z, like
I guess they
unless
don't.
when they're
I guess they.
dormant.
I wonder how they could smell the aroma on the person, or is it just like we just gonna bite anybody that's in the way unless it's a
Yeah, to let you know like they had a sickness. I I don't know.
you know, yeah. Yeah, that entire scene was wild. Then they what do I think that is when they still an RV, they still an empty RV, and of course they fighting with one of the zombies that's hanging off of it, and of course the daughter, she's having an asthma attack, but hey, that's between her and Jesus because we told you to bring that bag. They put it in your bag, the bag that you have on you, you don't even got it on you. And they get one of the people from the UN, reaches out to them, so they can give them some air support, give them an hour. So they went out to the store, grabbed some supplies. And this guy pulls out a gun on them as they, go into the store. How you feeling when you see this dude walk out the room with this gun pointed?
It was I look, I'd have just been like, if I didn't have this liability, I wouldn't be in this situation. But nah, like I wasn't sure exactly where that scene was gonna go. I was just like, you ain't got no, why are you pointing your gun at him? Like he's not a threat to you. But this is a apocalyptic time. So everybody is scared on guard. But then when he switched, he was like, all right, so this is what you need for her. Tell her to drink water with that. Make sure she's had a meal with those pills. Like giving him all the drugs that he need for an apocalypse. You know, and then you hear his wife, or actually you hear his daughter going down going down the aisle in the cart screaming. And right, like, and she was getting attacked. And so, I mean, Jerry had to do what he had to do. Like, nah, this is not what we about to do over here. Like, what you doing? Buy the milk?
By the milk.
Like, but then when that cop came in, did you think that cop was going straight to Jerry? Jerry done put his hands up.
I did. I thought so. I thought so when the way he pulled up in there, the way he ran in, but shit, he wasn't worried about shit against his supplies for himself.
He need his canned foods because he's seen a zombie eat one of his partners. He said, I don't care who you kill. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But you just see all the chaos.
Okay, so do you think that the guy that came out the room with the gun, he killed that guy? Like, do you think it was just like a robbery or like a robbery situation? Or do you think he was just right place, right time type situation? Because it seemed like he was like he went postal, like he went back to work, killed somebody, and like he killed them, but in the midst of it, like he was still healthy. It was like, oh, don't even worry about that. What you need? Some albuterol? I got you.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was just like, man, why was he back there with a gun in the first place? Like he wasn't still like, he couldn't have been stealing money, not back there, unless he was looking for like some type of drugs. That's why it was just like it was random. Like the wife getting snatched, I kind of understood it, but like him being back there with the gun, I didn't get.
So you thinking that the wife should have had the gun?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. I don't know how you would have did that. That scene would have been different. Like, I mean, he grabbed it. I mean, they should have had something, but I mean, at least one of them should have had it. So I mean, I think the person who shoots better should have it, right?
Yeah, that would make the most sense. Because if
Yeah.
not, the person who can't shoot gonna end up shooting you.
Or they can't shoot that motherfucker. They just hold it. Why won't he go?
The safety's on.
um, but of course they leave after the store and they try to make it to they try to find some kind of safety because they're looking for the helicopter to find him and they see a building, but he get another call. He says it's gotta be in the morning. I would have like, bitch ass nigga, do you not know what's going on down here?
I mean, would you rather him say I can't come get you at all?
Man, you right.
It's just like,
You right.
look, I'm gonna go to the tallest apartment building, get me on the roof. Now I was just sitting here like that damn apartment building probably loaded up with zombies.
Bruh, just thinking about the people dying and where they, where they
Right.
going to. Now this scene when they make it to it, you do see, I was curious, so as they going down the street, you start seeing the zombies jumping off the buildings, like
right.
for whatever reason. But they weren't dying. Hell, they was getting up.
I guess that's why they didn't mind jumping off of those cliffs and everything, because they just knew I'm gonna get back up anyway.
But then I wonder if it was regular people. But I don't think I've ever seen a person die and then reanimate. So maybe not.
You mean when they jumped off the cliff, they were a regular person, but then the 10 seconds it took to get to that roof of the car, they changed?
I wonder if it was I don't know if it was a situation where they was bit, they jumped off to try to stop it from happening. Or it was a situation where they just jumped so they wouldn't get and it happened. Like on Walking Dead, if you die, regardless of how you die, you turn. Like natural death, natural causes.
Oh, I think
here, I don't think it was the same situation in here.
You saying so like well, I thought that people could come back to life if they were infected, because we see it when Jerry gets to that base from that flashback. Somebody that they thought was dead, but then he came back.
Oh, okay.
So
at the end,
it was
the doctor, right?
No. I'll tell you when we get there.
Got you. But when they make it to the apartment building, you see there's a homeless guy outside, and like the zombies are walking past
his
him.
business.
I wonder if he was, if he was sick or not. Like I don't. You think so? Like it was just like a.
Yeah,
that'll make sense because especially when their doctors say follow the breadcrumbs, and just thinking about scenes over.
I'm over here like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yo, we gonna talk about that scene.
I liked it, but I did want like the way they went into the apartment building. They were just going up in the stairs. I wanted a scene like that in Scream. I know that's like a random thing to bring in, but like them having a chase scene in New York on the steps, it just seems like such a New York thing to do, like running down, like trying to get away from Ghostface, either going up or going down steps.
They probably won't be in New York.
I meant in the other movie. I wish you would have seen in the New York movie. That's all I was saying in the New York movie. I wish you would have had like a scene, because I like that intensity of them trying to get up the steps as they trying to run away.
Especially if you got a good camera angle.
Yeah.
That could be intense. But that means seeing Ghostface run, you're gonna be out of breath.
Yeah, they like superhumans anyway. They act like they superhuman.
Nah, hey, you think that shit.
Hey. Hey, but then the youngest daughter, she kind of breaks away, and she just in front of somebody's door screaming, "Let me in!"
So I was like, "Wait a minute, sis. You don't know who this is, and you just going to a random door? Would you have opened that door?"
I don't know. I mean, because it's a kid, I probably would. I probably would, just given the circumstance. I got a kid in here. I would have definitely checked it. Everybody would have had to been checked though. Like, let me see some arms, legs, necks. Make sure y'all niggas ain't been bit before y'all just come up in here.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I would have opened the door after seeing the news and everything. I would have just been like, I had to treat her like some never mind. Just let us sit out there.
Would you have let him in?
I don't think so.
If you was the family in the house, would you have left when they left?
Yes, absolutely. I don't think I would have stayed because movement is life.
Man, but they decide to go. Sunrise comes. They try to make it to the top. Of course, the zombies are still chasing them as they try to make it up
It's
these
because
steps.
one of them kids was making noise.
Every
Actually,
time.
nah, that's not it. It was a zombie. They walked into the room and then the zombie came and he shot him. And then they all heard that the shot.
The shot, and they be running.
Let me not
So,
blame the kids.
as soon as they hear that music, as soon as they hear any kind of sound, they charging. He begins fighting, and I believe like he's struggling with one of them. And of course, the kid that was in the room, he comes out and he kills it, which just lets us know his family did make it. Some kind of way he did, but
Yo, I was like, how did you get out? And who taught you how to shoot?
hey man, they have to be ready, locked and loaded. They make it to the once he make it to the roof, Jerry goes to the edge of the roof because I'm assuming just like we thinking he was going to go ahead and jump. So he same exact count he did. He used to count it down.
I thought that was smart because in any of these movies that you see where somebody get bit, they just be like, let me hide my wound from the group, and then I'm gonna turn on them in 25 minutes. Like he was just like doing the countdown, and now we see the blood got in his mouth. So it's just like, okay, how are they able to transmit or to infect each other so quickly if it's not like through the blood? But then we come to realize why. But yeah, I when he did that going to the edge, I was just like, that's what's up. I hope he don't die. And his wife was like, she was like, you're good. Come on.
Yeah, nah, he was smart. He one of the smarter ones in those situations. And then of course the airplane makes it, sees it, and then he holds the door to keep the zombies from coming in as the family leave. And so it was just like, man, if he died this early and they gonna have to figure this out, like this would be crazy.
This was so intense because when he was at the apartment building, he put the books on his arm. Smart as hell. Cause like it's just keeping them from biting him. So that damn zombie was tearing up them yellow pages on his arm. And then you see the helicopter came, two of the guys got off the helicopter, and he was just like, okay, I gotta make a run for it. This scene was so intense. I was just like, run, Jerry, run.
Yeah, he makes it. As the zombies still get shot, as the military men make it to the airplane. But these zombies they ain't no bitches, man. They jumping off the building, catching the airplane, they holding on to the airplane. Like
they putting their whole body on the line.
Had they been one of the sharks from Deep Blue Sea, they would have got the airplane down. But clearly they're not that good. They make it to the Argus ship. I'm assuming Argus. I thought Argus was just something that DC made up. Obviously, Argus is an actual military ground or something.
I've never heard of that before.
Oh, that's what. Damn. Viola Davis character. That's what she works for Argus.
Oh, Warren.
Warren? No.
For some reason, I feel like it's like Linda Warren.
Linda Warren? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna figure it out, but that ain't it though.
Is that the lady name from damn?
She was trying to say Lena Horne or something.
No, not a damn Lena Horne. What's the
Waller? Amanda Waller.
Oh, I was completely off.
I was like, yeah, nah, that ain't it. I don't think that's it. So we get more backstory onto Jerry. We know he's an investigator for the government, and clearly he is enlisted on this ship, and his family can only stay if he goes out back into the world that he just seen collapsing. So Jazz, you get on the boat, you and your husband, your kids, y'all safe. You think you safe, and they be like, "Oh yeah, they can stay, but you gotta go. You gotta get out there and fight for us now." What you doing?
Man, let's wait. How old are the kids?
7 and 10. They 7 and 10.
Nah. So, yeah, I would go. I would be so sad because I'd be like, wait a minute, why did y'all scoop us up if I had to leave anyway? But I get it though from their point of view because you have a lot of people that's on that boat, but their families are not on that boat with them. So they just like, look, they taking up beds.
That's fucked up. That definitely comes back later. um, later in the movie. I like that they did take in the other kid that was in the
Right.
room, and they took care of him as well. He cared for him like it was his own child. Um,
They done been through battles together.
they
Like he saved his life.
so then you got that. Then they make it. We see the doctors. They got all these different doctors at the table. And they're coming up with theories of what this can be, what they think it's coming from, what they think they could do. You said you weren't feeling that. You weren't feeling him.
I mean, they were so hell bent on like soon as the word zombies was said, what are you talking about? Nah, that's not it. Nah, that's not it. People eating people. Uh what is going on? But he was definitely a lot younger. But if he know his shit, he know his shit.
Mm-hmm.
But his scene, like when they was on the plane, I was scratching my head. I'm like, the hell are you talking about?
What
But
you
I
mean?
guess his Mother Nature whole spiel.
You ain't like that? I like that. You know what? It made me think of The Happening.
That movie was trash. I didn't finish it though because it was trash.
Clearly. But that's what it made me think of. Because you gonna finish that?
But
The Happening.
no, you can go
Uh,
ahead spoil it. I'm never gonna.
got you. So in The Happening is exactly what he's saying. Happens, I guess. They're the trees are releasing the trees. Nature is releasing like a pollen that's causing people to kill themselves because people are killing the forest and they're killing like the vegetation and things of that nature. So that's their attack on the humans. So it makes people. Well, you saying that it was wilding in that movie. But yeah, that's it. Kind of like it went into that conversation. I like what he was saying though. He kind of reminded me of Gravik as well. You say, he said Mother Nature is like a serial killer. She has the urge, but she just like them, they got the urge to get caught. What's the point of these brilliant crimes? The fuck, if no one takes the credit and she leaves the crumbs, and that's what school is for, to follow those crumbs. And of course, she likes to disguise her weakness as strengths. So yeah, I like that little tidbit, because I didn't hear that the first time I watched it. So when I went back into it, I was like, okay, I see where he was going. I mean, he didn't go too far, but
No,
he didn't get too far after this. But yeah. I like how they did that.
I thought that was so crazy when they got off. I was just like, wait, who just shot themselves? Was it the doctor who was supposed to save everybody?
Nigga, imagine he's supposed to be the one that fixed this shit. He blew his own head off before they even get started on this mission.
I'm like, what?
He told him to chill out, man. He was, just too.
He shouldn't have had a gun.
He shouldn't have. He told him like, "Hey, get your finger off the trigger. Like, just put it to the side. Put it to the side." But they make it to Camp Humphreys in South Korea, but they have to because they need to refuel the jet before they take off again. Like I said, the doctor, he unfortunately takes himself out by mistake. Then the military, they guide Jerry into the building, and the guy's like, why do I have a dead man out there? And he was like, well, unfortunately, the doctor that was supposed to come, the virologist who came here to help us, he failed and he murdered himself. And that's what led them to us. He was like, oh, well, it sounds like it then. So what's your point? If that's his job, what's your job? Because he is clearly over with. So what's the next position?
Right.
And that's what you were talking about. They talking about that email. They following that email about where it said it was zombies. What did you think about, the story that he got speaking with them, and then that CIA agent that was locked up?
Man, it kind of gave you a bit of like where this started, but not really. But
Hmm.
it just lets you know like where it was before it got to them. And when they were just like, we had, I think he said maybe 15 guys that was in there trying to chain one man to a bed. All of them got bit, except for that one soldier. They were just all around him. And then that's when he basically told Jerry, like, I was just standing there, they just passed me. And so he's just like obviously keeping track of all of these things that he's been seeing. But nah, it was it, but
So that's the second person that's been in the situation, and it went past him.
right, because the
Um,
first one was a homeless man, right?
so this is the second one. He said something about his leg, but he wouldn't tell them what it really was.
Right. So, but he's like, I'm just listening to all this because it like Jerry just seemed like he was on a I guess like a fact finding mission. I gotta go here, get some information, boom. Gotta get out of there to go to somewhere else, boom, to get that. And it's just he kept going from one place to the next. But nah, I thought this scene was cool. And the fact that he even told them, they were just like, how are the different cities in the States? Like, are these major cities cool? And Jerry's just like, I'm be honest, ain't nobody looking good right now. So and so these people like ain't no communication to soldiers with their family back at home. So
Yeah,
oof.
yeah, no, it was all bad, and I like that conversation he had with the, that CIA agent. Man, he was, I don't know, I don't, I'm assuming he was pulling his teeth out, so I guess in case he turned, he can't bite nobody. I'm assuming, like when he started pulling them out, but he was saying, in Jerusalem, they kind of already had set something up prior to. Um, so that was Jerry's next adventure. He was gonna head out to Jerusalem, which it was just like, bruh, like where y'all getting the money and resources to fund all these different trips you should be doing, in the world is
what you
in a falling apart.
what is money gonna do during a zombie apocalypse? Look, if you got a jet and a plane and it's got fuel, shit, let's go. Let's go. We
Where you
look
gonna go?
some to find well, if I'm with Jerry to find answers, because I mean shit, I can't go to work. Ain't nowhere
Man,
for me to go. I need to show that I'm resourceful so my family can stay on the boat
man, you better answer every time they call too.
every time. Like,
Some bullshit. Um, so he tried to call his wife. And I don't think they heard each other when they were talking on the phone.
nah.
So he was trying to get that call out before the mission. I probably would have. I mean, which I understand. I feel say you probably need to call after the mission, but I guess calling before just let her know, hey, I'm okay. Um,
She might
I
be
may,
dead.
but something may happen. Try to call him.
Why was his ringer on?
At that point, I can't even.
Jerry, like, you need to have vibrate on. Like, what are you doing? But I
I,
thought it was cool that they was riding around on bikes. I thought that was really creative. Like everybody had a bike. Cause like
yeah,
the cars make too much noise. So if they running behind you, you better pedal your ass off. Like I can probably survive these type of zombies if I'm on a bike. I can pedal, but run, skate, no, not fast enough. I am out of here.
So you got this where they try to on the bikes, they try to make it, and the phone rings, and of course all the zombies come out. Jerry gets knocked off his bike, and they start running. Uh, the one guy who the military guy before they went out, he gave Jerry his ring and said, "Just give this to my mom in case I don't make it." He sounded like a video game, and he started talking. He was like, "All right, guys." He's like, "All right." So somebody obviously need to turn on, make sure all phones and electronic devices are sounds are off. They are now these Zeeks are alive and well, guys.
That was scary. And it was raining hard as hell.
Bruh, rain, it's dark, you fighting against zombies. It's a whole bunch of
But you have
bad
waited to
zombie
the
fighting
next morning.
elements.
I probably would have waited to the next morning.
That's a hard situation to say because if you wait till the next morning, then I mean, yes, you can see them, but they also can see you unless they sleep.
But then it's not raining no more. So then
It
I
might
got
still be raining. How you know? They took a
well,
plane and left, so we don't know what the weather was like the next day.
that's true. All right.
I keep what you're saying though. I mean, it's not a bad plan. But I guess their main thing is they move at night. It's kind of a bit undetectable, but clearly they was getting detected and ate up.
Hello. They were still dying.
Yeah, so the guy he got his leg bit. I thought he was gonna set a bomb off. He just, he shot himself. He said, "No, I got it, guys."
I mean, he could have set a bomb off and killed some zombies, but it's all good. And luckily they was able to get out of there because I think it was it was Jerry and a pilot and they still had the hatch open. And it was like so many zombies running in there. And they finally was able to get up high enough and the zombies just coming out. I thought that was
falling
funny.
falling out the back of the at the back of the plane.
I thought,
And then he reached out to his wife, just make sure she's still good. Told her unfortunately that was a dead end. So he's heading to Jerusalem. At that point.
and then
Go ahead.
one thing I remember when Jerry was talking to one of the soldiers, he was asking how long did they take for them to see the virus like go in the person full effect. And the soldiers was like about 5 to 10 minutes. And then Jerry was just like, I seen 10 seconds. So I'm curious, like at what stage of getting bit, or if it's just like 5 to 10 minutes versus 10 seconds. I'm gonna try to make sure I'm around the 5 to 10 minute changes. Cause that 10 seconds is not giving me enough time.
I feel like that was probably like the beginning stages though. So it's probably gotten so progressively bad so
Right.
quick. It's just because in the beginning, another thing they said in the beginning that I felt was gonna come back up is the worst ones was the ones that were on planes. Because they said when it was on the plane, they're contained and it's just everybody was getting bit. So when they landing, shit, people just jumping out, eating the rest of the people at the airport. They should have. That's kind of crazy. No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. You
Go
should
ahead
have
and say it.
You should have took them planes down.
Oh no, no, no.
I'm just saying, because if you come on, you flying a that's a ticking time bomb. All these zombies in here, you gotta be the one to make the sacrificial play. Am I wrong? I'm just saying, like, I ain't saying hit buildings. I'm just saying hit the ground, hit the water, something.
This the one. This the one.
I'm just saying, you gotta so you gotta think of other people than yourself. Because you can fly a plane, what use are you if you got a plane full of infected?
We go drop them off in like a volcano.
I mean, if you can find if the plane can get you there, like if it don't get you there, then what? Like if you on a Miami flight, you're not gonna make it to a volcano from Miami. You might as well just land. You might as well just land in Arkansas. Just. I mean, like nosedive it though.
I was thinking like one of the islands, like away from everybody. Like I wouldn't bring them to the States.
You gonna go to the island? You don't know who on the island. You may affect them.
But Arkansas is definitely gonna affect people there.
we the first to go. If there's ever one of these, we're the first to go. Our downtown takes like 2 minutes walking. Like there's no way for us to get to. Like there's nowhere for us to get to. Please don't let a zombie apocalypse come, God. We're not gonna make it down here. They got a whole bunch of guns. It'll be a big war. It'll be a nice war to see.
Man, listen, I'm gonna be on my boat. I'm gonna be out to sea.
That's gonna be your best bet. But then now you gotta fight these sharks out there. So what's up now?
I'm gonna look, get him in the eye, blind him. But so he heads to Jerusalem. And they having a party. Like they lit.
Bruh, they are kicking it out there in Israel.
Yeah. I'm like, so y'all lit for real. Like you got zombies outside your door, but y'all over here got a concert going on. Got the mic loud as hell.
Going crazy. And I think Jerry was talking to the man here, and we get more backstory about Jerry and what he was into, what he was doing, and what led him to want to quit the job, I'm assuming. But he don't really want to talk about it, so he went back into what made them change, and they said they had a 10th man, which after 9 people look over a situation, it's the 10th man's decision, I guess, to get the final call if he doesn't agree with what they saying or whatever the information. So he was the one who believed in zombies, ghosts, and things of that nature. So he had them build that wall that is that was protecting them. It wasn't protecting them too long, but it was protecting them. And of course, like I said, Jared was out there with the man. He looking and he's just like, hold on. Like I see them coming up with a wall now, which, like you said, that's when they was like basically the picture you got on your thing. They stacking on top of each other like ants. Like I'm just like, what the hell? And like, why do they know to do this? And stuff? Why are they so good at doing this? Like, how did they even get them to the? How did they even get them to the side?
This scene had me like, y'all need to turn the music down, turn it off. Like, and then why didn't they have like soldiers looking across this wall? Because if it was the dead that's like outside my door, I'll make sure somebody
you're right,
looking on every corner. And you see all of them piling up. Now, it may have taken them like 2.5 minutes, but that's 2.5 minutes. You could have turned that damn music off.
They shouldn't have had nothing. Why are you kicking it in front of the sign? I feel like they was praying, maybe.
No, it was a concert, Jason.
They was like praying to these songs.
She could have been praying, but as we can see, it might not have been a good prayer because zombies is right outside your door.
Prayer without work is dead.
You said what?
Prayer without work is dead. So yes, while she was praying, she needed to be running too. But like another intense scene. They getting chased by these zombies, and you just see the soldiers just going down. They making sacrificial plays left and right. They throwing grenades. They letting them off while they end with the grenade on their body.
Yeah, this scene was wild. I'm like, ain't none of y'all gonna make it. Jerry, how you gonna get out of this? Because they are just going through everything. Like, isn't this the same scene where they was like over the bus? And like, I feel like it was like the bus scene to where like all of them was just like over it.
Over the bus? What you mean?
Like it was a vehicle, like a big vehicle.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
I mean, a bus, a truck, a automobile, man. But like it was just so many of them, and they just falling, like jumping off cliffs, just. But then obviously getting back up. So I would have been sick. I'd have been like, see, that concert wasn't even that lit. And now the dead is over here.
Yeah, that was like one of the first times Jerry sees, somebody that looks pop, he not sure what's going on. But he sees the zombies just going around him. They're not touching him. He sees it twice. He sees another older man around him, which is, like I said, with the kid you see, or the younger person we see, we can assume it may be leukemia, I guess cancer. Maybe those same thing, right? Leukemia is a type of cancer.
I believe so.
So we kind of see, this happen. He's taking it in, but he's not knowing, what's really going on. But as he's running through the building, one of the zombies bite, this young lady arm right here over my shoulder. The woman is protecting him, and he fast thinking, he cuts her arm off, ties it up.
That's what's up. Wouldn't you have wanted him to do that for you?
I would, if it worked, because like that'd be messed up. Well, I mean, if I'm dying, I guess it don't really matter. But if you cut it off and I don't, and I'm just like, and I switch, you're like, damn, that was a waste of a cut. He had a kid. He was a good cut because he cut this shit off clean.
real clean.
Like I like them niggas in Saw. They ain't have a hatchet neither. But shit, I was watching something. Was it? What's the other one? Evil Dead. I feel like they took her. They gotta do some hacks to get some.
Evil Dead, she used a shredder.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
to use it. Yeah, nah. What Jerry did here was clean, and he was just it was funny. She was like, "How did you know it would work?" I didn't. I prayed a little, but I like this scene. Like they using grenades, they trying to get at her. Now it's just like she gonna end up turning. I definitely thought she was still gonna turn.
Would have been messed up. If she had, I think it was one of them TV shows they did that where they cut the old man
And
thing
Walking
off.
Dead.
He got, but they did it again to somebody else. It didn't work though. The
It
damn
was Herschel or Herschel.
Herschel survived.
Yeah.
But the guy from damn Avon Barksdale nephew, him when he came into the show,
D'Angelo.
he got bit and they tried to cut it, but it didn't help him.
It probably took too long.
Yeah.
Oh, so you mean wait. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. Because I was thinking about which character it worked for and which character it didn't.
They did it twice, like two black people. I feel like they needed Tyrese too. To the other what was the boxer name?
The boxer.
Wire.
Yes, I know you're talking about that. Was training the young boys. I don't remember his name though.
He got bit trying to save the black boy from Abbott. Greg. Yes, all three of them niggas died. Jesus Christ, Walking Dead. Y'all is racist. Get it together over there. God damn. We ain't no superheroes over there. Hell, even Sasha, hell, Tyrese's sister, hell, she died. They made her get rid of herself though. Yeah, Negan trapped her, told her she was gonna have to do something. She went ahead and took herself out. That's wild. They were getting rid of black folks crazy as hell on that show. God damn. Hell, man. But yeah, man. Jerry and this military woman, they make it to an airplane. Of course, you know we waiting for the. We at this point we waiting for the shoe to drop. Was you expecting it to be like this?
Yo,
no.
This scene blew my mind. Like I was like, wait, there's no way y'all about to have zombies on a plane.
Man, look.
This scene was intense. Like I was like, nah. Because I'm just sitting here like, okay, they've been in the air for a minute. Ain't nobody turn, ain't nobody do nothing crazy. So we should be good. And we're gonna land at our next location. And then the zombies are gonna be there. This dog running around. And this person just comes out of the bathroom and just attacks the stewardess. And Jerry wake up because he can't sleep. He ain't had a good night's sleep in a few days.
In a minute.
And they're stacking the suitcases. How effective do you think this would have been?
Man, it wouldn't have been. I feel like they were just setting it up so they could as a unit wall it in to keep them from. But shit, after that one guy, he stacked it too much. He dropped the bag. Like, yeah, nah, it was. But at that point, it's like when they get infected, like them damn things move like this because they started they ran through that entire back half of that airplane quick as hell.
Man, I was scared for him because I was just like, how are y'all gonna get out of this? Because y'all not close to nowhere where you're about to land.
Yeah,
and them zombies move fast as hell.
And we talking about plot armor. Well, now this was a wild ass scene. This man took the girl's grenade and threw it on the plane. But again, I told you if you gonna do it, you need to take that plane, take the plane down.
Yeah. I,
Hey,
I'm just glad their seats didn't come detached from where they was at.
man, only so you telling me that plane went down and only Brad Pitt and lady with no arms stayed alive.
I mean, everybody else had got eaten, so they were dead anyway. Now you talking about the pilot and
Anybody, there's no anybody, nobody survived that
well, everybody else got eaten, so they couldn't have
or blew
survived.
up
That too.
or sucked out the plane. Brad Pitt just is a mess out here.
He had his seatbelt on. What you mean?
Man, look.
I mean, he got stabbed in the side.
That's why I say it would eat. Yeah. Yeah, nah, that would have been. I would have died then. Oh,
And you wake up and you still sitting there like you got to get this shit out. You're not just gonna just sit here.
I'd pass out about 2 or 3 times before I get out of there.
Damn coyote gonna come be like, oh, dinner.
Man, oh man. But then we get word, uh, Jerry's family is being moved off the facility because they can't find Jerry. And like I said, I'm assuming they didn't take him to just drop him off in the woods. Like, hey, I gotta figure this shit out. We need people on here that needs help. But they take him to a Nova Scotia, I'm assuming.
They said, all right, so your husband been gone for 24 hours. Pack your shit up. Like, that's crazy.
He went AWOL. Bitch, he's probably dead. It's so many different things that could have happened with this man.
There's zombies out there. Like
he out here kicking it. He just out here parlaying.
I just feel like it doesn't seem like they thought this was that serious of a mission. I'm like, it's zombies. Like, they didn't seem understanding.
Not at all.
Like, you scoop me up. Oh, we need you to do this job. And if you don't, you and your family is out on the street. So I don't go, you kicking us out. I do go, and you don't hear from me for a day, you kicking my family out. Like, they could have turned to zombies while he was gone.
Anything could have happened. Wild as hell. Wild as hell. But they make it to this facility. They make it into that. Did he pass out? I'm assuming, did Jerry pass out or?
Yeah, because I think he was like losing a lot of blood from that cut, or should that stabbing? I should say.
Yeah, the impaling. He passes out but wakes up. Man says it's been 3 days. Like, imagine going to sleep and not waking up for 3 days. Like, that would be
during the zombie apocalypse. Oh God, that sounds terrible. Especially when you chained to a bed.
Yeah, I would be like making sure my kidney not inside on some ice on the counter and then.
I mean, even if it was, what you gonna do? You're chained to a bed.
Man, which is kind of wild. I'm assuming they did that to make sure he don't change.
But it ain't, it probably 5 to 10 minutes is when niggas change. He been asleep for 3 days.
3 days, nigga ain't fit to change nothing.
Yeah,
they got it. But I mean, I understood it though. I would definitely take precautions when somebody just randomly showed up. But I mean, I'm saying they chained her down. They just chained him. So I mean,
right? No, that's true. Because they cleaned up her wound. She had a sling and everything. She was cool.
Yeah. And then he finds out his family has been moved. His home, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jerry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, bitch, what you mean you sorry, nigga? You ain't no motherfucking help.
He tried. He don't got the pull that he thought he had.
Put hands and feet on that man's head when I see him next time. If I seen him.
Moved your family away. That's crazy.
Man. All right, so and then he started speaking with not the detectives, but the scientists. The scientists in this facility, and he was letting them know, he started going through the breadcrumbs, Jazz. He doing the knowledge. You said you weren't feeling the breadcrumbs, though. And he said he could see in some of the people that seemed possibly terminal, the zombies were going around them like water in a river around a pebble. They're just going around. They're not touching them. And he was like, "What is it? Like, is there a way to make something?" He's like, "Yeah, but you can't put it in a dead person." He was like, "No, I'm not saying dead people. I'm talking about somebody that's alive. We're looking for like a not a cure, but a camouflage." Which you kind of remind me, like that's how the flu vaccine is. Like they infect you with that. Like that's how they. Do you get the flu shot?
No.
Gotcha. I stopped. I think one year I got it. I 1 year did I get it? I think I got it, and I think I got the flu like twice. Like right after I said, "Hell no, I never do it again." If that was the point, that defeated the point, the purpose and the point.
I guess it's just I don't know, but I'll say I don't take the flu shot, and I haven't gotten the flu.
Knock on wood.
So, knock on wood.
I don't get sick there now and again. When I do, it do be a flu.
I drink ginger ale like I need to, and I don't get sick.
That's not why. That ain't why. That's not that.
You be out here sick and you don't drink ginger ale. So.
I do. No, man. But they do come up with a plan. They did go to the B wing, to room 139 to get this vaccination. Which side of the team was you for to be on if you was up in here?
The one that's like, I'm gonna hold the door open till y'all come back. You think I'm about to go out in that wing where there's 80 zombies walking around and dormant? No.
Man.
I'm not. I'm gonna see y'all on the camera.
Man.
Is you going?
I don't know. I'm thinking I probably would.
You always trying to go out there and risk your life for some shit. Like, what does the matter with you? Like, you really want to be Bruce Wayne? This is crazy. This nigga's like always trying to go be a hero.
I just think I'm savvier than most. I'm quick on my toes, like in a serious situation. I'm typically level-headed in dangerous situations. So like I feel like I'm always thinking. So like I feel like I would be an asset in a situation like this. So yeah.
They want to be Bruce so fucking bad. All right, Bruce.
But of course they set the mission out. And something was what got set off. Something got set off where it began to chase them. And then Jerry, again, quick on his toes, he made a diversion. He goes up to the top of the stairs with the crowbar, and he begins to lure them away from the first group or the initial group. And I'm assuming they went the wrong way. I'm assuming they went the wrong way because the way he was going is where the actual the diseases were stored away to.
Right. And they seem like they went back to where their safety is. To where it's safe, because it was two different areas of the hospital. So Jerry went to the antidote room. Why did they turn around? I don't remember.
I feel like they seen a zombie and it redirect, like it scared them.
To where they had to go back.
They went back, and then they were going to the room, and these people in the goddamn room trying to debate if they're gonna open the door or not. I'm like, nigga, them regular people. We know they regular people. Ain't nothing happened to them. Why would we not?
So you open the door.
Are you not opening the door?
I asked you first.
Yeah, I'm opening it.
All right.
And Jay gonna look on the camera like, she. All right. If they make it, they make it. If they die, they die. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's messed up.
Nah, I'm gonna open. Well, let me see how much distance.
Zombies are, bro. If you okay, I mean, is this based on the camera or based on you going to the door? Which one? Like which one? Because if you're talking about the camera distance, that's wild.
Hey, I'm both.
Yeah, that's wild. I would have been like,
no, but hold on. But Jace, just think about it like this. If you let them in and the zombies is right up on them, the zombies could get in to y'all side.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, based on where they went to, they knew they weren't in that room. So there was a way for them to see. They can judge it.
Long as you can judge it to where it's like they not.
But you said you wouldn't even make it to that room to be able to judge it. You gonna judge off the camera like, oh, they look a little, they move fast. I don't know. And now we stuck beating on the door, getting our ass ate up because you looked at the camera and talking about, oh well, damn.
I'll open up the door.
Wow, you wow. But of course, Jerry makes it to the room, room 139. When he goes in, he looking around, of course, trying to see if any zombies are around. He makes it into the room, but then as soon as he makes it into the room, a zombie pulls up to the door. So, he begins grabbing. Well, he begins grabbing stuff that he thinks is the right thing, but of course, once he gets stuck, he doesn't know how to get out, and he pretty much already told him he would be the test dummy. Would you be the test dummy for that?
Yeah, I would. If I made it all the way into that room, I would. Would you?
Ooh.
You probably would, nigga. Like,
I don't know. Now that's where I'm getting. That's why I'd be skeptical at. Like, because if I put this in me, it's a whole bunch of things this could do to me.
But it's gonna keep the zombies from eating you. Everything else should be secondary.
How do you know that? How do you know it could deteriorate your vitals on the inside and just take you out?
I mean, it could, but you're not gonna get ate up by the zombies. So it's just.
I mean, how you know? They didn't. They hadn't tried it. That was the whole thing. It was an untested thing.
So you're not gonna be the test dummy?
I don't think I would. I'd be too skeptical in a situation like that.
Okay. Look, if I was Jerry in that moment, and there's already a zombie outside the door, I ain't got no choice.
I would have beat that nigga. I would have brought him into the room and beat his ass. He had already killed two.
Why did he have a weapon on him?
He said he had the crowbar. I thought. Did he not have a crowbar no more?
I remember he used the crowbar because one was charging towards him and he hit it. But I don't know if he dropped it right then and there, because I was like, if it was only one zombie, I'm like, I feel like you could have been able to take him. But he might have been tired because I haven't seen him eat this entire movie. So
I feel like it wasn't I think it was I think they ate when they was with the family in the beginning. But I feel like I think his whole thing, his mind was just like, this is a test subject, and it's just one as opposed to it's a gang of them. So like, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. And I hated this part of the movie. I wanted the world to be to perish at this point. I just want I want everybody to just to perish, because like that's a wild thing, a wild risk. Like, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, that's the only way to figure it out. Like, you have to try it on somebody, but it was untested, not regulated. At no point they just let me put a disease in me and hopefully. And it's like, what was it that they were picking up from a regular person as opposed to somebody that was with a terminal illness? Like, what was it that they were sensing or hinting at?
I mean, it doesn't seem like they went into many details on that. Just like we don't know the origins of where it came from. So it definitely left a few unanswered questions, but I think they did that on purpose for you to kind of speculate. And it seems like they kind of left it open-ended to where if they wanted to do a sequel, they could. Just to see, like, maybe 5 years later, some shit and humanity and how it's not too many of us left.
Gotta be repopulated.
Yeah. So do you like the happy ending for Jerry? No. Or do you feel like it was unrealistic?
I mean, the entire movie is unrealistic, truly. But I mean, I wanted everybody to be doomed. I wanted to the end, like, doom and gloom, like everybody just fucked at that point. Because that was a big risk. Like, I wanted him to walk past, be like, oh shit, we good, and he bite him last minute, and then like it end as him going back into the room where they was at and taking them out, and like that was their last hope.
That means he would have eaten them and gotten them sick, which was completely out of his character through the movie.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it would have been, but I mean, how would he have? Because we don't really know how you can control your body once it happens. So like once he get bit, it would have been like, oh, he's in a room. He couldn't jump off of a building at that point. He didn't have a gun with him as well because he gave it to the girl.
Well, I mean, like if he were to get to that door and they were to let him in, not even trying to make sure through the camera, like, is he good? Is he not?
Oh yeah. So making it bed now, yeah. You're right.
Like,
But But I mean, they would have probably been stuck inside too, right? Can they? You think they can get out?
From where they just couldn't go to that unit.
Gotcha. Yeah. What do you think about this ending scene of them showing what the world looks like now and how people are going about taking it?
I mean, it was all right. I kind of wanted more, but
What
like
you
when
mean?
they
Like
were,
what?
I didn't want like the nice family happy ending, the reunited and all of that stuff, and him narrating like, we still working on this. We killing them over here. We got them in a football stadium, killing them over there, blowing them up, doing all of that. But it like this movie, this seemed like it possibly could happen if we were in a zombie apocalypse. I think this could be more realistic than like Dawn of the Dead, I think. But I don't know. The ending is just, since it was just so happy, his family was fine. They didn't have to be on that boat. Like
Yeah.
realistically, if that's where they was gonna go, he didn't even have to go on that mission because they seemed like they was in a good situation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a wow. That was like I said, I like that little last scene. They started, getting the hordes in different places, and they was burning them down. They was shooting at them in certain places, but they began to, I guess, take a stand towards these people. So I think that would be actually a pretty good movie. What about I Am Legend? What is that? I don't you count them as zombies? No.
No, no. I did we see them kill anybody?
They had already, yeah, the whole world. They had already killed them.
No, but I'm saying like, did you?
They were successful that they were successful that they
No,
raid.
I'm saying like, did you see them kill anybody?
No, just Chase Will.
I'm not putting no
His
damn I
dog.
Am Legend.
They killed his dog.
Thanks, Jason. I'm not putting I Am Legend anywhere near a zombie movie because I ain't see them niggas eat nobody. I didn't see them do zombie shit to nobody.
I mean, shit, we didn't see it here. Everybody was already dead by the time we seen them.
No, I need to
They
see
don't
it.
count.
No.
Gotcha.
How
Gotcha. Okay, you grade hard. You grade hard on these motherfuckers.
Nah, I want to see the process. How you just gonna be like, okay, this is the end result. And I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't see y'all do none of this. You could be fabricating a lie.
I mean, I feel like when they showed, even in the flashbacks, it was more of a like how he got to where he was or what led to it and his mindset and his family being killed and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah. It didn't give us too much violence at all. That's what happens when you only have.
He was fine. He was fighting with them.
Just him. Like, nobody died.
I feel like I think you gassing it. I think some people died in there because he got with that woman and the little kid at the end before he gave it. Well, he died. He killed himself though. But I gotta rewatch it to be able to just speak on it. But I feel like we seen niggas die. Well, not a whole bunch of niggas, but I feel like people died.
You gonna watch that movie and be like, so the only thing that died was a dog? A man and his dog?
He blew up a lot of the little creatures, whatever the hell they was.
They don't count.
You're right. But yeah, like I said, that was the end of World War Z. So I guess we have the question here. Was it good though?
Yes, I definitely enjoyed it. Entertaining. Had some moments where I was like,
So you scream.
Sure. I'll say that I did.
Yeah, I
But
want to do the screaming. I definitely jump. I'm like, oh shit.
like, I did not scream in this movie.
It
But no, it was good. Was it good though, Jason?
was. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I feel like the end. I wanted it to be more of a downer ending, personally. Because we don't always get them, and like every situation ain't always peaches and cream. We don't always, make it through. But I also understand making it where it shows that the world can come together for certain things. You don't think so?
Sound like some bullshit.
I mean, hey, they did on there. Hopefully, they came together a little bit at the end. In the end,
When they find out where they actually came from, you're like, oh, this is somebody's concoction made in a basement to infect other countries, like a nuclear weapon.
Oh, is there a movie like that? I feel like there is.
I feel like I feel like that's every zombie movie's reasoning as to why that, or because hell got full and so niggas is overflowing back onto Earth. I think that was Dawn of the Dead. He was like, when hell is full, the dead will rise. I'm like, wait a minute. Nigga, what?
I gotta rewatch. I'm gonna watch Army of the Dead and Train to Busan. Those are gonna be on my watch list. But yeah.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Nah, I wasn't. Nah.
Okay, thank you for asking me if I had anything else, but I do not. So we're gonna get into the link of Thrones. Miss Jasmine, I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh, I am going to select Michael Hussman. He was Ellis. He was one of the soldiers. He was actually the soldier that had the injury in his leg that the zombies did not want to eat. He was in Game of Thrones. He was Daenerys's side dude.
Oh, really? Talking about the one that kept coming back fighting real good.
Yep, and she left him at the house and said, "I got to go find a husband."
What the hell? This is a link of a throne. This is a hell of a link of a throne. Mine is going to be. Let me go back to it. He was the CIA agent that was locked up in their room. David Norse. He was in the Green Mile.
He was. He was a cop.
He was. I used to watch that movie way too much as a kid. Like, yeah, that's a traumatic movie. Like, back in the day, they used to have a lot of traumatic. I watched a fucking traumatic movie the other day, Jazz. I'm gonna blame you because it was on Tubi. No, I cut that. Never watching Tubi again in my life. Just no more suggestions from Tubi ever. I don't care if they put every Batman movie on Tubi. I'm not watching it.
All right, you lying now.
I'm not. Yeah, that shit, man. I was like, man, what the? That movie was wild. Like it, but it's one of them movies. Yeah.
Are you gonna say what the movie was?
If I Can't Have Her. Yeah, that movie wild as hell.
I watched yo. Nah, this wasn't on Tubi. No, it was. It was a Tubi movie. Well, it wasn't a Tubi movie, but it was on Tubi. Mm-hmm. It was Fatale with Michael Ealy and
hey, I like that movie. Jennifer Garner.
No, no, that's not. No, it was I just had her
Hilary
name.
Swank.
Hilary Swank. Yes.
I like that movie. It was a nice little twist to her.
No, that shit was crazy. I'm sitting here like these storylines make no sense. I watched that and I was just so confused at the end. But they had so many different climaxes. We might need to add that to the review list. That shit was wild.
That movie reminded me of
It reminded me of a lot of psycho boyfriend movies. They meshed it all together.
Actually, Michael Ealy gonna either be the boyfriend, the crazy boyfriend, the boyfriend that's getting the crazy woman. It never fails.
It's those crystal blue eyes.
But that movie, what was that? Damn. It's a movie called Motives. Have you ever seen Motives?
Oh my God, yes. I have.
That's what it reminded me of with with Shamar Moore and Biblical Fox. It was just like, man, what the hell?
And
Like
sis
every
from
time,
Girlfriends,
yeah,
Maya.
Maya, yeah, yeah. That's what it put me in the mind of. But yeah, I actually seen it in the movie theaters.
Motives.
No, the Hillary Swank.
Oh, I was like, Motives went to the theater.
Nah.
It was another wild. Nah, it
Another
was
wild
similar.
movie.
It was similar to Motives, but it was like Pandora's Box something. But I don't. Twi.
Twa. I seen that as well. I seen that as well. What the what? Who
Yeah.
was in there? Who was in there?
The first one had Mia from The Best Man, and I forgot who her love interest was. And I think Shamar Moore was in one of those too.
Yes, man.
But
I can remember here googling it because I've seen that.
yeah, those movies was wild. And Tyson Bedford was in one of them too. Mm-hmm.
You said, mm-hmm. Hey, chill out. Showing your age.
What? Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie.
Pandora's Box is the one with Maya. I didn't see that one.
Okay.
Oh, it got not Shamar Moore, but he got his guy from Christoph St. John from Young and the Restless. It's on there, but here go Twa too. Wait. Oh, that's part 2 of Twa. They just call it Pandora's Box. Got it. Okay. I probably seen part of this, but I know for sure I seen the first Twa.
It was
Yeah,
one of
Tyson
those
Beckford.
BT specials.
Yeah, it looked like it. It looked like it.
Oh man, Tyson Bedford in that movie. Golly. Woo. The
What that
chocolate
mean? Oh my
overflowing.
god, I forget. All right, Jazz. Oh, what? um. So we talked about the zombie movies. We talked about some of the black movies as well. Did you have anything that you wanted to bring up or speak about?
Nah. Episode 62. I got nothing.
Episode 62. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think. I feel like I did something. No, outside of the completion of Dragon Ball Z, I finally finished that.
Congratulations.
All 131 episodes. Yeah, we got through that, smashed that. Amazing. I think you should. I think you should pick that up, Jazz.
Hell, fuck no. That's
It's a you would be so engulfed in that you'd be like, oh shit, I gotta see
too much of
what's
a
going on.
commitment.
I agree, but it was just like once I got into it, every day I went from like this to hands on to both of my feet kicked up in the back and I'm twirling them. Hey man,
That's wild. Cause I'm just like, I didn't want to picture that. And I'm sure anybody who's listening is just like, what, nigga?
There's a picture of me. There's a picture of me floating around on my social media pages. Of me and Santa Claus. Like that's how I watched the show. That's how I finished the show. They got several different movies. They kind of tell the story as well. But I think they did a great job with how they explain how they actually do what they do. Because there's a lot of stuff I was like, oh shit, really? I didn't think they really did. And they definitely played into Goku a deadbeat a lot too. They actually brought that up a lot.
Goku bashing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Which also brings me to my last point, and I'm done with the Dragon Ball Z talk. Well, this is Dragon Ball Super. I watched Dragon Ball Super for the first time. So they need to stop fucking playing with Vegeta. Like, it's something about them always making Vegeta like he doesn't come out on top in a lot of the fights that he's trying. He's trying, but they always allow Goku to be the one. And it's almost like because Vegeta wants to be a decent person to his wife and his children, they cut into him as how he does his things, how they do different stuff. So I would love to see if they come back, because that was 2018. They did make another movie, but that movie was centered around Gohan's story.
The one that dropped last year?
Yeah.
Trash.
You didn't like it?
That movie was trash. The story was trash. The visuals were amazing.
I liked it.
I was
But I
just
mean,
like,
it was. But I mean, like I said, when you go in that movie, like when you watch the TV show, because the TV show when it ends, that's where it picks up. Well, actually, it picks up in two spots. It picks up the Bradley story. It's the first thing that comes. It's the first saga right after it. And the saga immediately after that is the one with Gohan. Um, so yeah, if you go into that Gohan story, it's just like, bro, why would we? You know what I'm saying? Like it was like I don't know. It's like Gohan can do a little bit of fighting and he'd be the greatest fighter ever. Like it's just like it's a weird thing. But the TV show also explained if Frieza applies himself, Frieza could be stronger than Goku. Frieza don't train. So like when he go out there, he just be just getting it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But off my nerd box, I'm done. I'm done, Jazz. You know, I had a Dragon Ball t-shirt on one of the episodes, so yeah, go back and catch that. Um, Jazz like, I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
got nothing. I got nothing for you.
It's episode 62, right?
Yes.
Episode 62, World War Z. The other thing I like to shout out is Brad Pitt, because his production company was behind this movie. Just like Bill Street Could Talk. I don't know if his team was behind Bullet Train, but it was. I was gonna say I like whenever Brad Pitt be fighting and he start using like different stuff that's around him. I always find it funny. So when he was on the plane in this, he was using those suitcases to beat up the zombies.
Right.
That's what it made. That's what it brought me into the Bullet Train, but he was on a plane this time. But again, episode 62. We appreciate those of y'all who are listening, who's watching the videos, who's commenting, who's chatting with us. When we discuss these different things, like I said, we do have a podcast community. We chat about stuff that we talked about on here. We chat about stuff that, of course, we won't get to everything that we are really into. Jazz, you said you had nothing else to say.
Nah, shout out to everybody, the folks showing us love, new folks, old folks. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, old folks, new folks, small folks, tall folks, all folks. But again, episode 62, World War Z. This is the Was It Good Though podcast. Thank you for listening and have a nice one.
Shout out to all the mermaids and the mermans out there. Y'all lives matter. And shout out to all the Crees out there and scrolls. Excuse me, the scrolls, not the Crees. Shout out to y'all.